Hi guys. Let's see. Let me get situated here. I don't know if Ruby's gonna want her hat on. Maybe if she falls asleep. I'm not even gonna try that right now. And then I got this party light. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's going on here too. So yeah, welcome to the live. This is a special celebration live. I hope the reception is good. I know that was a little bit of an issue last time. So if yeah, let me know if how that's looking with the reception. And I see somebody gave a thumbs up. Hey Dabney, how are you? Hi. How's the reception going? Hi Donna, good to see you. Hey Lulu Bells, Anna, Flora Lee. How's everybody doing? Hello from San Diego. I got things, hi Kimberly. Yeah, hello everybody. Trisha said hi, my favorite friend. Yeah, good morning, or good afternoon, I suppose. Yeah. Hi, you guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the fancy celebration live. I did a thumbnail. I don't normally do a thumbnail, but thank you to all my moderators. I see a bunch of my moderators in here. I set moderators last live, so thanks for being here. They are Patreon members that I've known for a while through Patreon, so I appreciate you being here and helping out, just keeping the chat, you know, a good place for everybody to be. They are strawberry balloons. I made them. They're strawberry balloons that I created. Yeah. What do you guys think of the decorations? Irma Lee, you're new to the YouTube videos? Well, welcome to the channel, Irma Lee. Nice to see you. Vancouver Island, nice. Hey Kita, hey Marla, hey Katrina. Hi everybody coming into the live. How's everybody doing today? And then I made a little strawberry hat too. So here's Ruby. Let's see if we can get her to here's her strawberry hat. Aw, she's being cooperative. There we go. For a little bit, she's gonna be like, hold on. What's this? Yeah, she's like, we'll just leave that right there. She's got this thing to chew on that I hope is okay. Yeah. So I hope everybody is doing well. I just wanted to do an extra live, and just to say thank you to you guys. The channel just recently passed 50,000 subscribers, and I said it in the post, but I'll say it again. I mean, it's been life-changing for me. When I first made my first video, I had no idea that the channel would grow to this size, and I made that first video just to give back to YouTube and the community on YouTube, because I learned about my van build, that first one, the conversion, what I wanted to do. And I thought, you know, maybe if I show what I did, I can help somebody. So that was kind of my goal at first, was just to, you know, show what I'd done with my van build and see if I could help somebody. And I found out I really enjoyed it, and also that it had gotten a few views, not too many, but enough that I was like, wow, I think I'm actually able to share what I'm doing and help people. And I just was inspired to keep going with it. So I have. It's been over 2 years, and I'm proud to say that this community has grown to over 50,000. It's unbelievable, and it's changed my life. It really has. So all of you are a part of that. Every single one of you that's part of this channel is part of that, and I appreciate you. So yeah, for this live, I wanted to share a little bit. I did a there's a lot of people coming in here. Hi, everybody. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Renita. Yeah, Renita says, thank you for the card. Yeah, I sent some cards out, and I did open I did open up another P.O. box, and I want to be a little more prompt about corresponding with people that send things to that this time. So that's a goal of mine. I have a little writing station set up over here in my van now, and the first time I picked stuff up from the P.O. box, the first time I ever did that in Vermont, I forgot to write down things, but I filmed it. So yeah, that was a mistake on my part not to write down that first one. But yeah, thanks Douglas. Douglas is saying hit that like button. I think it like it shows up, and then it can draw more people into our live here for our live chat. Thank you, JG. Thank you. It says congrats from Juna and Colette in Michigan. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, I know 50,000 subscribers. It's amazing. It's pretty amazing. I really never thought that I would be having this moment of celebrating the channel growth like that. So, I did post a short about what I made. A few of you guys guessed. Most of you knew, like, yeah, it's got strawberries. Surprise, surprise. But I did make some strawberry shortcake. Shelly, thank you so much for the super chat. And Shelly says, this amazing accomplishment of reaching 50,000 subscribers is just one step on my journey. I overcame so many obstacles to achieve this. Congrats. Thank you. Yes, it has been a journey, and it's not always an easy one. And I know a lot of you also experienced some similar challenges in life. Grief, loss, the challenge of sobriety. You can relate. So yeah, I just want to keep encouraging each other to keep going strong. And it's not always easy, but there are rewards and there's stops along the way. And yeah, so I'm proud of where I am today, and I'm very grateful for you guys. So yeah. So yeah, the strawberry shortcake, I did a short, 51 and counting, right, Wendy Lindy? Keep going. I did do a short about the strawberry shortcake. Oh, Dodge City Van Life, thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. And it says, congratulations from Pierce County. Awesome. That's in Washington, isn't it? Well, I suppose there's multiple Pierce counties, but yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Grace, thank you. It says your beautiful personality shines through. Just be you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. And I love when you guys, you like the decorations, Dee, right? They're kind of fun. Ooh, I might need to take my hat off. I keep like bumping it. I did do this. This is kind of a new thing here. Do you guys remember how there was these spots here that had like holes in them, and I said I was gonna fill them up, so that was kind of cool. I did do that. Oops, I'm not trying to cover it up, but I'm also, it gets hot with the sun coming through directly, so I'll cover that back up. Yeah. And I wish I could put the party light somewhere that shows up a little more. I don't know. Ruby might be very curious about it. Yeah, she's like, what is that thing? I don't know where to put it. There we go. I don't know if you could, yeah, that might not work out. Nope, she's back to her thing. So yeah. Yeah. Beely, I remember, right? Beely, that's how you say it? I remember. I think you helped me with that last live. It says, hey, Rowan and Ruby, congratulations on your growth. You've given me inspiration. I'm very glad that I have given you inspiration. That means a lot. Oh, I think I missed some super chats while I was fiddling. Betty G, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, way to go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was fiddling with the curtain and missed out on your super chat. Thank you. Let's see. Debbie, thank you for your super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's your third super chat on a live stream. Thank you. It's an honor. And Frankie Lee, thank you so much for your super chat. And it says it's your first super chat on a live stream. Well, I'm honored that it's yeah, I'm honored that you chose to do your first super chat on this live and for this channel. Is it a disco ball? It's like this party light. It was $6 at Walmart. So I'm gonna hang on to it. Oh, the disco ball. This is from, yes, this is a Christmas tree ornament that's actually a disco ball. And this is from when I hit 1,000 subscribers. That's from the celebration live, the 1,000 subscriber. So yeah, now there's 2 decorations. So this is the 50,000 one. And that is, yes, that's a disco ball mixed in with the strawberries. Yeah, so. Oh, thank you, Annie. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Sharon. It says, I've built a great channel, but it's you who brings people in and the reason they stay. Rubes is a huge bonus. Yeah, definitely. I know Ruby's a big part of it. I'm gonna try to get a video out Tuesday of kind of a day in Ruby's life. So that's a goal of mine, is to get that out for Tuesday for you guys. And yeah, it'll just kind of be a day in Ruby's life. I haven't figured out how to get that Ruby cam set up yet, but I'll do like a Ruby vlog for you guys. Riverdog Rod 843. Thank you so much for your super chat. You say you love this shirt. Yeah, I got this a while ago actually in Target, like in November, I think. I just haven't worn it. And it says, kindness helps friendship grow. And it's strawberry shortcake. I couldn't resist. Yeah, just Ruby. Yeah, I won't be in that one very much. It'll be just Ruby. Let's see. Yeah. Right? Windy Lindy, I had to look because I saw somebody laughing at your comment. You're imagining someone on the street seeing the unique lady with a red party hat sitting in her van talking to herself, right? Well, the thing is my windows are tinted, so they can't actually see in here. But that would be fun. I mean, I'm not opposed to wearing my hat around. This is the other thing that I wore on the 1,000, when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Are these too. So maybe I should wear these and the hat. But when I have these glasses on, for anybody who has watched my live 1,000 subscriber live, I remember I had to wear both pairs of glasses because I can't read the comments now with these. So hold on one second. There. Now I look really ridiculous and I don't know if they're gonna stay up. So these cake time glasses might not work out this time. Oh gosh, right? The disco ball, and then that one back there too. Trisha Hart, thank you so much, and it's your first super chat on a live stream. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the super chat, and I'm honored that you chose to do your first super chat here on this channel. So I know, I don't know if I can keep this up. Yeah, so here's Ruby. I did get Ruby a treat, you guys. Hi, Cynthia, watching from Oklahoma City. Awesome, welcome. I got Ruby a treat. So we're gonna have a little bit of the strawberry shortcake that I made. I don't know if the whipped cream, oh, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Yeah. So I made it a little while ago to do the short to show you guys. And yeah, so that's what I made. But I got Ruby a treat. I got her that thing, but I also got her, maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll get the strawberry shortcake going. You know what? I think it's cake time. I think it's cake time. JG, we want some cake, right? Should I serve up some cake? I mean, is it cake time? Let's see. Windy Lindy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Trisha. Says you love the decoration and my happiness that I share. Love sent. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Lori says happy birthday. Well, this is a 50,000 subscriber celebration. So similar. Yeah. And I'm glad you're here to celebrate. Yeah. You like the strawberry? I took a Sharpie and painted on the, well, drew on the seeds of those, and then and did like the top. And same with these hats. I have to like put it to the side because it keeps hitting the ceiling. I'm just getting more and more ridiculous. But yeah, see the top of the party hat, the balloons are like that too. Keisha, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. And I'm honored that you have chosen to do your first super chat on this live stream. So I have my bowl here. That sponge cake, I'm gonna use my infamous strawberry bowl. I'll do my best to kind of show what I'm doing. Fields of Gold, hello. I'm glad, Dee. I'm glad I can crack somebody up. So I have all these. Annie, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Let's see. It says, "I'm so much fun." You just adore me. You're happy to be part of this community. Thank you, Annie, and I'm happy that you're part of this community too. Yeah, and I'm glad I'm fun for you guys. You know, I mean, life has its challenges, but it also has a lot of opportunity for fun too. I think it's how we view things and how we, I don't think I ever want to take myself too seriously. I mean, is that obvious? Or oh, Rubes, I think she smells the cake. It might be time for Rubes' treat. So she might not be so interested in this. Oh. Let's see. She wants cake, but what she gets is this. She gets a burger. You want this, Ruby? Hold on, there's these little things here. Ah! Ugh, sorry for the reach, guys. Okay. Let me get this. I don't want her to choke on these little pieces here. There we go. She gets a burger. Here's for her. A burger. You want this, Rubes? It's a big burger. It's a cheeseburger, actually. It's all the fixins. Can you get it? There you go. She's got that. She can chew on that. There she goes. She's got her burger. While she's having a burger, we're going to have cake, but shh. Let's not tell her. I don't want to be too loud. Tempo says hi to Ruby. Awesome. Ruby, you've got some friends and they're saying hi to you. Okay, so let's see. There's all these pieces of cake. I have them wrapped up. It was a little tricky to make that cake because Flora Lee, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. And it says greetings and congratulations from Denmark. Oh, thank you. To me and Ruby. Awesome. Thank you, Flora Lee. I appreciate that. Oh, and Lydia, thank you so much for your super chat. I missed that one. It says, love your channel. This is your first super chat. Yeah, and your first one. I'm honored, Lydia. I'm honored that you have chosen to do your first super chat on this live stream. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so that, I had some technical difficulties with, so I had a few technical difficulties with the oven. I will say that the rack fell down. So I had to like turn it off and let it cool down and fix it. So I don't think the sponge cake is as spongy as it could have been, but I still think it came out pretty tasty. I'm trying to find, and I took these pieces and I think we'll do, let's see. I might need to take off my glasses too. Darlene, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. And it says, so excited for you. You've inspired, I've inspired you so much. You have almost all of your gear to get on the road and you want to cook Camp House tuner meal. with me. What is that? What's a Camp House tuner meal? That sounds fun. And I'm excited for you too. You're getting on the road. That's awesome. Best wishes for it. I hope your transition goes smoothly. And what's a Camp House tuner meal? Like tuna? Like, yeah. I'm so curious. What is that? Sounds good. All right, so the sponge cake isn't quite as spongy as I was hoping, but it's not bad. So see how you can see it's kind of like condensed there, but it's not bad. Camp Gourmet. Hey, ooh, fancy. Yeah, definitely. Camp Gourmet. Alyssa, thank you so much for the super chat. And it's your first one as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you. It really is an honor. When I see that it's the first one, that it just means so much that you guys feel moved to share. And on this, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And I like the pear that you did, Alyssa. That's very cool. And the Mossy Nook, thank you. Thank you so much. And it's also your first super chat on a live stream. Thank you. It says, love to you and Ruby from Claire and your dogs Mia and Tilly in the UK. Ruby, Mia and Tilly in the UK, say hi. That's awesome. And I like the name, the Mossy Nook. Carol K, thank you so much. And it says, congratulations on 50,000 subs. I appreciate that, Carol K. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. Awesome. Oh, thank you. And Gojo, thank you so much. It says, congratulations from North Dakota. We'll be in Hawaii tomorrow. That's so exciting. Safe travels. I was just thinking it never really appealed to me until recently. I was like, you know, I might want to go to Hawaii someday. So Gojo, have a wonderful time, and I'm curious how it is, how your trip is. So maybe at one point on the live stream you'll share with us after how it is, or you'll talk in Hawaii. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. Thank you. I'm honored. The hat to the side and the glasses. You're laughing, Marla. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jeff in STNY. STNY. So that's somewhere in New York, right? Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much for the super chat. Then Jeff says, congratulations on the 50,000 subs, and thank you for the congratulations as well, Jeff. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Fields of Gold, thank you for the super chat. Fields of Gold asks, do I remove my butane canister when I travel? No, I don't. I used to, and then I used to disconnect it. So don't do like me. You probably should disconnect it and take it out every time. That's my advice. But my honest answer is no, I don't do that every time. Yeah. Oh, you guys are awesome. It's just, it's overwhelming, all the super chat. Aaron, thank you so much. Aaron says, thank you, says, congratulations on the 50,000 subs. How is it I think my phone is getting hot. It seems like it's like, how's the reception for you guys? I just want to make sure. I don't know, maybe I should turn the AC on. Yeah, thank you. Deb. Oh, I'm going to turn the car on because I think it's the phone is overheating. So hold on one second. All right, I'm back. So I put on the AC and hopefully it'll help. It was freezing, and I think it's not the reception. I think it's that the phone is getting hot. So let me get all caught up here. Debbie, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, and it's your first one. Thank you. That's an honor. And Wendy, thank you so much for the super chat, and it's your first one as well. That's an honor that you guys are doing your first super chats on this. Yeah, thank you, Douglas. It says it's amazing that so many subscribers are here from different parts of the globe. That speaks volumes to the warmth and compassion towards people. Absolutely. And you guys too, you know, that this is a welcoming community. Welcoming community for everybody to be in. That speaks volumes about you guys too. So thank you for being a warm, welcoming community. Janice Rubin, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Violets and roses, right? And Kim, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And it's your first one. Thank you. That's an honor. The reception's good? Okay, much better. Yeah, hopefully it'll cool it down a little bit. Ryan, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chat. It says, thank you for being awesome. You're a huge inspiration for your wife, Sylvia Mallory. Well, give a shout out to Sylvia Mallory. I'm so glad that I can be an inspiration, and thank you for coming on here and offering the super chat. I appreciate that. I did say I was going to answer some van life questions, so let's have cake. And okay, good. So hopefully the phone. So I have some strawberries. I didn't say it in the short, but I put coconut sugar on here. So we have our cake. I'm gonna do some strawberries. I'm gonna do a layer of strawberries. I'm not slicing this piece in half, but I'm gonna put some strawberries on. So this is where we're looking now. There. And I'm gonna do a little of this whipped cream. Homemade whipped cream. And I added a little powdered sugar to the whipped cream. And then I think I'll do some strawberries on top as well. And normally when I do strawberry shortcake, I do biscuits, but I learned from you guys in the comments that it's also made with like a sponge cake. There we go. It's all sliding around. And let me take a bite. Yeah, that it's ooh. I'm sitting on the hamburger rubes. There you go. She's wearing herself out chewing on her burger. Oh, there's the strawberry shortcake. There's Rubes with her burger. And her party hat. All right. Did I miss a super chat, Donna? Uh-oh. I do my best not to miss any. Okay, no, I think I'm all caught up. All right, you guys, let's have some cake. So this is, yeah, a pound cake. Yes, pound cake. Yeah, this is an angel food cake, but it's a gluten-free angel food cake. So, yeah, it's all a learning. I think it's so cool that strawberry shortcake can be made different ways, though. Like, I think that's so cool. But, yeah. You got to take a call, Douglas. Well, enjoy. Thanks for coming on. So here we go. Anybody who wants a bite, look at Ruby's like, there's an angel food cake and strawberries and whipped cream. Homemade whipped cream. Anybody who wants a bite. Oh, look, it looks like a heart. Cake time. I'm gonna try it now. Very good. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna keep eating this actually because it's really good. I'm gonna have another bite. But you guys, if you want to be thinking of any van life questions, you want some, Jen? Yeah. Think of any questions you have, because I'd like to really focus after another couple bites, and if you guys have questions, because this is an extra live, so I'd like to offer that. It's a celebration of our channel here, and you know, to have some cake and some balloons and stuff and just celebrate with you guys. But also it'd be nice if I can answer any questions. I see some in the comments sometimes, but I don't always have time to respond to every single one. So yeah, think of your questions. So, but yeah, here's another bite. It's a little messy, but Mm-hmm. Cake time, guys. It's cake time. All right, I gotta take those off so I can see a little better. And maybe my party hat. We'll just leave that right there. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to get some questions. I think Ruby's all tuckered out too. It looks like her feet, her back feet. Oh yeah, her little feet back there. Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna scroll back too much, so if I miss one, I'm gonna go back to the do I ever cold winter camp? I do. I was in New England last year until December, and there wasn't a lot of snow. There was a couple like dustings of snow, but it was really cold. It was probably 21 and 19 overnight. It was cold. I tried out different things. I used an electric blanket, and I was in my Honda at that time, and I plugged it into the power station I had, but it drew too much from the power station. So the electric blanket was really warm, and then I also had a sleeping bag, like a 0-degree sleeping bag, and a down comforter. So that helped. But yeah, I have done that. Oh my gosh, yes, and in Atlanta it snowed. Yeah, yeah, that was a surprise. So I'm just gonna see that. I'll just take it as they come. So yeah, feel free to keep asking. But am I still door dashing? I don't door dash nearly as much as I used to, but I do once in a while. It's more of an ordeal in the van. But today actually they sent a promo plus $2.50 until tomorrow. So I was thinking I might do a little door dashing tonight. I haven't gotten a promo in a long time. And so it said plus $2.50 per delivery. That's pretty good. So I might go tonight. But yeah, I don't DoorDash nearly as much. As the channel has grown, I haven't had to DoorDash as much. So thank you, you guys. Gay LaFay, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, come to Connecticut when you move back. You can park in your driveway when we move back. You're going to be in Connecticut? That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to hit the road in about, probably about 3 or 4 weeks. Somebody said, when's my next trip? And I live on the road, but I'm staying in this area because, for a little while, because I'm familiar with this area. So in terms of where to park and different dog parks and trails and places to go swimming, I'm familiar with all that. And then the other thing is the weather is really nice here. It's a little warm today, but for the most part, the Pacific Northwest is pretty moderate in terms of the heat. So that's, yeah. Flora Lee, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. And it says, hi, Ruby, a treat for you from four-legged Flora. Oh, Rubes. She said, she made a noise. Yes, you're a new subscriber, Robin. Welcome to the channel. You got to get going, Fairy Girl. Okay, see you. Thanks for joining the live and hanging out for a little bit with us. All right, let's see. I'm trying to look for some questions. Fairy Girl said, do I get lonely on the road and wish I was home? Well, this is my home now. This van is my home. Yeah, I don't really feel like I have, you know, my son, Washington, so that's nice, but he's older and independent, and so it's just different than when he was younger. And yeah, I feel like wherever I am is home, honestly. And do I get lonely? I do once in a while. This can be an isolated lifestyle. Like, it would feel, you guys are so amazing, and on one hand I feel like I'm never lonely because I have all of you. And at the same time, my day-to-day, I spend a lot of time on my own day-to-day and with Ruby. So I have Ruby, that helps too. So that does, once in a while, it gets lonely. Fortunately, I'm somebody who prefers to have enough time alone, but yes, it does sometimes. It would be nice sometimes to, you know, have somebody to go on hikes with, or I don't know, just, just, yeah, just to have like a hang out with and stuff like that. So am I keeping the Honda? I sold the Honda. Let's see. Fields of Gold. Okay, wait. Congrats on 50,000 subs. You're Sherry in Kentucky. Well, hello, Sherry. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, Discover with Ray. You subscribed about 5 days ago. Well, welcome to the channel. Wendy says, I'm thinking about a tiny home. Do I have an idea where I'd settle? I don't. I do like a couple areas, but I am not set enough to be decided yet. It's more like I would love there to be some sort of water. It could be a stream, a lake, some sort of water would be nice. At least have access to be able to a well or something like that. But I love water. I love swimming, so it'd be nice to be able to get in water as well. And then I like trees, so those are kind of what I'm looking for. And then yeah, so that's part of it. Let's see. Sam 2.0, thank you so much. It says a treat for Ruby from your cats, Junebug, Jemmy, and Corpse. Oh, wow. And yes, that's his name. Well, thank you. Thank you, Sam 2.0. Ruby, you're going to get some more treats. You're getting treats. She's pretty excited about that. Elizabeth, thank you so much for your super chat. It says, which Western states are the worst to find free camping? The worst? Well, I think it's more like if you know where to look. I know California was tricky. But you can camp in like dispersed camping in national forests or BLM land. Also state campgrounds. And then there's different places you can park. Are you thinking camping, like a campsite with a fire ring and a picnic table and a place to park, or maybe put up a tent? Is that, or is it more just like a place to park? Yeah, I don't know. I think the East Coast was harder. The West Coast in general is a lot easier because there's so much open land. So, yeah. Let's make sure I didn't miss a super chat. Okay. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, but feel free to keep asking the, will I ever come back to New York City? I will. I had fun. I like New York City. Yes, I will. How do I sell and purchase new vehicles when I need to? So I've gotten my vehicles from Craigslist, and the Honda was just from a used car dealer, but the two vans I got from Craigslist. And I look through, and you can kind of tell, sometimes there's people, like the first van was from a carpenter. And so the carpenter had gotten a newer van and was just selling the older one because he didn't need two. And so he had a newer van and he was selling the older one. And so talking with him, I really felt like he was just trying to sell it for book value, and that he had no kind of motive of trying to scam me or make extra money or anything like that. So it was good. It was a good, reliable vehicle. It was $2,800. This van was $3,500, and it came through a school district, or a school. And so because it was transporting students, I had a good feeling about that. And I always look up the book value, and this one actually was less. It was listed for less, but it was the same thing. They had a fleet of vans, like 12 passenger vans, and they would get rid of the oldest one when they got a new one. And they think had like 5 or 6 vans. So I felt pretty good about this too. Like it had been well maintained because it was part of the school. And so for safety reasons, yeah, so yeah. I want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats here. I got the super chat. Yeah, you're welcome, Ashley. When will I get the YouTube sign? You mean like the plaque? I think those are for 100,000, like silver plaque with the play button. That's 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, as far as I know. How do I manage showers and bathrooms, says Tiffany Marie, from Washington State. Well, hello. How do I manage showers and bathrooms? Well, so you can get a day pass at the Y. I don't have a Planet Fitness membership. I had a little situation where they were double charging me because I had wanted to close at one. I guess you have to pick like a home base store, and so I was trying to close one, and I think that they misunderstood me, so they kept it open, and then I opened another one and they were double charging me, and it was like not a good situation. So I would like to figure that out and get Planet Fitness again because it's very convenient, but I've made it work through, sometimes campgrounds have showers. Sometimes you can go to just use the shower at a campground and not pay for a whole campsite. The Y offers day passes. Once in a while they have a free shower program. Like there's a place in Washington last summer where I was, and they had a free, for the unhoused community, they offered a free shower program. So that was great. And you can also get a day pass. In Atlanta, it was like $20 for the day pass, so it could be really expensive. And then the Love's shower, they're generally between $14 and $19 is what I've seen, but sometimes like the Pilot truck stops, or there's another one, they're a little less expensive, so that's a range too. And then yeah, sometimes like places where you can go swimming will have showers at beaches. Like in Florida, they have some areas that have showers at the beaches, and you can just shower that way. Flying J, yeah. So that's showers. And then bathroom, you kind of know the areas like grocery stores, Safeways, Walmarts, Targets, those stores. Target, the bathroom is always in the front. They usually have like a Starbucks in the bathroom. So Target's a really good one to just be able to like go use the bathroom. But they're not 24 hours. So certain, but like rest areas have bathrooms. So you kind of get to know what stores, McDonald's. And then I have my backup emergency. For emergencies, if I ever need it, it's like basically a bucket with a lid, and yeah, it's just, I think in my tour video, my most recent one, I talked about that, but yeah, so there's that. Did I miss any super chats? That was kind of a long answer for showers and bathrooms. I hope that was thorough. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom. So, oh, Dion, happy birthday! Yay, Dion's a Patreon member. Happy birthday! I don't see your comments, Dion, but I see people saying happy birthday to you. Awesome, happy birthday, Dion. That's awesome. What do I do with my gray water when I'm driving? Well, my gray water is in a tank. It's a 7-gallon tank under my sink, so I just leave it while I'm driving. It just stays in there, and I never let it get all the way filled up to the top. And then there's dumping stations at rest areas and campgrounds and things like that. So yeah, that's the gray water. And gray water, you know, it's gross, but it's like coffee grounds and food and stuff like that. It's not the like bathroom stuff. So yeah, but I certainly wouldn't want it to spill. But it's a 7-gallon square tub, and it's under my sink. So I think it's in the tour video that I did recently. I actually installed that tub. I went from a smaller like 3-gallon tub to this 7-gallon one. So I have to change it less often, less frequently. And I put soap in there too, like the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. Okay, Donna, you're taking the dog out. Have fun. Yeah. All right, I see a question here. Marianne, any plans to meet up on the West Coast soon? Hi from San Francisco. And then I see, how am I running my lamp? I'm trying to answer both of those. My lamp, it's a quick, easy. I have my power station right down here. I don't want to move the camera around too much, but here's my, well, it's my power station. It's in the short that I just did. It's an EcoFlow Delta 2 power station, and it's plugged in. So, and then am I planning to do any meetups on the West Coast? I'm gonna start doing Patreon meetups pretty soon. I don't have any of them set. I was just kind of thinking about it yesterday, and I think I know where and when I'm gonna do my first one, but yeah, so, but YouTube meetups, I think I want to try doing a year of Patreon meetups and see how that goes, and then go from there. So yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I kind of tend to do things in steps, and so I think the Patreon meetups is the next step. So yeah. What's flashing in the back? I know, right? This is a party ball. Oh, so this is to celebrate. It's kind of crazy. It's like blue and red, which I didn't realize there's green in there too, and I guess sometimes a little purple, but yeah. It's, I keep thinking it's a car driving by. But that's the party light. That's for 50,000. This disco ball, this is for 1,000 subscribers. I got this. And then this is the 50,000 subscribers. So yeah, those are our celebration things. Let's see. Any more questions about, yeah, the party lights. Yeah, you are, Vanessa. You're in time for the party. Woo, woo. And then all the, is it the birthday you just got on here, Donna? No, the channel just recently hit 50,000 subscribers. So that's a huge milestone, especially considering when I started, I just did it for the purpose of sharing my van build. I wasn't, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna grow this big channel or anything. So the fact that it has grown and that you guys are all here and part of it, and I have this amazing community with you guys. We have this amazing community, and it's so fun to get on these lives and talk, and it's awesome. So it's a celebration for that. Yeah. Let's see, we cannot see lights. It's too far. These lights are too far. How do I manage being safe? Do you ever get scared being by my... Well, I think, welcome Rose, your new subscriber, welcome. How do I manage being safe on the road? Do I ever get scared being by myself? I think not. I don't get scared anymore doing this lifestyle than, like, you know, like just out and about in the world. You know, I used to, back in my days of like going to clubs and stuff, sometimes I would walk home really late at night and be like, what am I doing? And get a little nervous, but I still did it. So I don't get any more scared living this lifestyle than I have at any other point. And how do I keep myself safe? Well, that's just being aware of surroundings, and I try to, where I go to park at night, I try not to get in and out of the car too much. So like I'll take Ruby out and then go park somewhere and then leave in the morning and then take her out. So that's, you know, I need to take her out of the van, you know, kind of the last thing before I go to bed at night, and then also first thing in the morning. So I wouldn't want to do that where I'm parking. It's just kind of situational awareness. It helps to have Ruby because she tends to bark if people are around the van. I'm trying to train her to not do that, because that's actually like, then people are like, oh, there's a dog in there. I wonder like if somebody else, you know, a person's in there with her. So I'm trying to train her not to bark at people, although it's kind of good. Like if I was out in the woods, I would want to know. So it's a training thing with her, but I do want her to bark if there's like a knock at the van or something like that. So I'm working on that. That's part of it, part of keeping safe. And yeah, just being really aware, and then having measures like if something, you know, happened, to protect myself. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Free to be T says I'm an inspiration. Here comes 100K. Woo woo! Vanessa White, thank you for the super chat, and I'm honored. It's your first super chat on a live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that, and it's an honor. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah, definitely having a dog I think is good. Would I ever do a video on the finances, as the savings in van life? Yeah, absolutely. You mean like cost comparison, like monthly budget, like living in an apartment versus monthly budget, like in a van, or what, or how my savings is going? I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm happy to do those videos. Like, hi Rowan and Ruby, when did the live start? Says unknown. The live started 50 minutes 42 seconds ago. Vic, you got my attention with all the strawberries. Says hello from rainy Ireland. Well, hello. You're gonna be scared, but you have your 5-pound doggy that thinks she's a bear, and you're gonna be brave and do it anyway. Awesome, Maria. Yeah. Yep. And you guys can watch out and have each other's backs too, for sure. You've got this. I think most of the time it's common for us to feel scared when we start anything new. So it's not even, think about if you decided to take a square dancing class, or like you wanted to join a pickup softball team, or I don't know, just you'd probably feel a little nervous. I know I would. I'd feel a little scared about that. So it's anything new. And I know also for me, it was odd the first couple nights I spent in my vehicle. It was weird. It felt very odd. But now this is home. This is the most comfortable bed. And yeah, this is it's comfortable to wake up in the morning, look out the window, and I'm comfortable with like not seeing the same thing out the window every day. Like, it's kind of exciting as long as like this stuff is the same. So I have a funny story. So Ruby, last night, there were some people walking around outside early in the morning, probably like 4. So she barked at them a little bit, and then she fell back asleep in the passenger seat up in the van. And then I woke up probably around 5:30 or 6, and I was awake maybe 20 minutes, and I heard her wake up, and she said, that was the noise she made. I could just hear her. She was like, and it's because she woke up, and I know what I'm thinking is she woke up and she looked around and she's like, what am I doing in the passenger seat? And where's Rowan? Like, where's my mom? And she's like, And I called her, and she got so excited. She jumped back here, and she was like so excited. She was like, oh, okay. Like, she realized, but yeah, it was just, yeah. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I don't think I have, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to scroll down and look for some questions. How many miles on my van, and any long road trips? The van has 195,000 miles on it. It was 185, I think, when I got it, or 187 or 183. I don't remember. I think 181. I don't know. It was in the 80s. So, and do I have any long road trips scheduled? Well, I kind of am always traveling around, but I've wanted to stay in the Northwest. I left this area last September, and I came, and I just wanted to spend a little bit of time here. So yeah, I will be moving on from the Northwest in about a month. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy I got Ruby too. More videos with the ukulele music? Sure. Somebody said, was that me in the last video? Yes. Yep, that's me. I'm such a beginner, but I did play the violin for 10 years, so that helped me like learn about just music a little bit and playing an instrument. And then I've played the guitar enough, like not a lot, but I've played it, so I think it helps learning. But yeah, I want to get a lot better at the ukulele. I'll say that. And somebody corrected me on how to say it in a comment. They were like, it's like ukulele. So I'm gonna start saying it like that. Yes, I am still practicing it. Yeah. How long have I been doing this lifestyle? So I did live in my van in the 90s for 6 months. That was because I had 2 dogs. I was like 20, and I had 2 dogs, and I couldn't find anywhere to rent a room with the dogs. So, sorry, I'm gonna get some water. So I got a van for, I think it was $800, and I lived in my van with my 2 dogs. But this time, I've been living full-time for over a year, maybe 14 months, and getting ready to live this way and doing part-time vehicle life, and going on road trips. Like I did a 6-week road trip in the Corolla to kind of test that out. And I've been preparing for, gosh, I don't know, it's on my channel, that van. So I was doing the van conversion while my son was finishing high school, so I still had the apartment. So yeah, it's been years of getting ready for this, and maybe 14 months of full-time vehicle life. Let's see. You were wondering if I ever get scared. Yeah. Not too much. I really don't. I don't know what I would get scared of. I mean, I have fearful thoughts, like the what ifs. I have fearful thoughts. But I don't entertain the fearful thoughts, you know? I'm not like, oh, let's like really think that through and start worrying about it. It's like, I'd rather, I don't know. I think just like I was saying, being aware of my surroundings, of strange noises, of, you know, I just, yeah. Going with my gut, my intuition. Yeah. You say ukulele? You lived in Hawaii for over 50 years? Yeah. Yeah, well, so if I mess up, am I still planning to buy a tiny home? Absolutely. I don't know if I want to buy one that's pre-built. Sometimes they can be really expensive. So it's like, if it's within like a certain range and pre-built, it'd be really cool. I know that there's some Amish builders. I think that I've heard their work is really like outstanding, like the quality. But also I don't mind doing the work myself, and then maybe like hiring somebody to do certain things, like the wiring, like a solar panel. But I mean, I feel like I am in a tiny home like this, like having the wiring for this, having the water, the sink. It's like I'm learning all the stuff that I would just use in a tiny home. I just know that there's different laws and stuff for I would want it to be like legit, because I wouldn't want to have the worry that somebody could like say that my structure was like not up to code, because you have to like, yeah, so there's a bit more to learn. But yeah, I do want to get a tiny home someday. Yeah. You love the watermelon balloons? You're not, Marsha. I like that question. Yeah, they do look like that, but they're strawberries. Yeah. You will have a tiny for sale in Nova Scotia? Ooh, nice. I'd love to go to Nova Scotia someday. Vic, you keep asking this. Do I make a living from YouTube? I mean, I think that a living is subjective, you know. So, do I earn income from YouTube? Yes. So the first thing, I also have other places that I earn income from, and DoorDash being one of them. And you keep saying if it's too personal. Yeah, that's cool. I don't mind. But I get that comment a lot on my videos, like, how do I, you know, make this lifestyle work? But I mean, I kind of show that in a lot of videos too. And I think the first thing that I tell people is that reducing bills is like the number one thing. So 80% of my income was rent. And I was making a minimum wage at the natural food store, or like 50 cents above, because I was there for 2.5 years. So yeah, 80% of my income was going to rent. And so now I don't pay rent every month. I pay car insurance, but I'm not paying rent. So that's kind of the first thing in terms of like finances and how to make it work financially, a life on the road. Like, get rid of your bills as much as possible. And all the little bills that add up. The Netflix. I have Netflix, so, you know, I should take my own advice. But yeah, all the little bills that add up. So yeah. Has car insurance gone up since starting van life? Not really. When I had the Corolla, I was financing that car, so the insurance was higher than when I got the Honda was not as high because the value of that car was less. So it's always been right around the same amount for insurance. Let's see. Sylvia Sains, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And it says, you really enjoy the videos. Please take care of myself and Ruby. Thank you. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. It's an honor that you have chosen to do your first super chat on this live stream. Yeah. Did I get my big screen to work? No. So it sounds like Netflix won't work. And so I don't know if I need a different cord, or maybe I just won't watch Netflix on that projector. It wasn't too expensive. I have it under, I don't know where it is, but I was going to show the projector. I'm not sure why, but yeah, but no, I didn't. How do I connect to the internet and Wi-Fi to ensure that I'm connected? You mean like for these lives here? I drive around and I find somewhere that has, so my phone, it will say 5G and then it has like a U and a C. I'm not sure what that means, but that seems like that's when it's like really on. And then all of the bars for the phone. So that's where I am now. It's like got all the things. But I also have a hotspot on my phone, so I can turn on the hotspot on my phone if I want to connect like my iPad. I have that option to turn on the Wi-Fi. Yeah. You broke a tooth half an hour ago, Cherie? Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that. That's very uncomfortable. Prayers for your well-being and your tooth. Yeah, ouch. Let's see. Where did I meet Ruby? I met her in yes, T-Mobile, Lisa. I think. I met Ruby in Bakersfield, and a couple people have asked about that. So Ruby is also from Craigslist. As I was traveling, I think around December, January, February, I was kind of just checking when I was in different areas. Free litters of puppies, and then I also checked shelters, all online. What I ran into, there were a couple different dogs in shelters. There was a beagle rescue, and I applied, but they asked a lot of questions like, where do you live? Where you live, is there a yard? And so those are tricky questions. Sometimes the questions are tricky to answer when you're living in your van and you're traveling. And so I figured that it might be trickier than at a shelter. Like, they just never got back to me. So I thought finding a free litter on Craigslist was another option. So I started looking at those too. And I saw this litter of puppies, which is where Ruby came from, and they're in Bakersfield, and I happened to be in that area. And so I went and picked her up, and it was like, I reached out, they got right back to me. And it was the ad was saying that they were 5.5 weeks, which to me seemed really young, but they said that the mom had stopped nursing. She would weaned them basically, and they said they were unable to afford. There were, I think, 8 puppies, and they just couldn't afford to keep up with feeding them, and so they just wanted to, pass them on as quickly as possible. And so she was free, and they had her mom and her dad there, And I think they just all lived in the yard. But yeah, that's where she came from. I love when you're talking, a lot of times I'll say, yeah. You love it, Superwoman. Yeah. I guess I do. Let's see. I don't know if I missed any super chats. I'm really trying hard not to. Okay. Let's see. I think I got this one. Yeah. Sylvia. You really enjoy the videos and please take care. Yes, thank you, Sylvia. And thank you. And it's your first super chat. I want to make sure I honored that one. Tara Han 81, thank you so much for the super chat. And it says the fear of violence is probably the most obvious fear on the road for general population, but since that isn't a huge concern of yours, do I get worried about anything else? You know, there's always like the fear that something's gonna happen to the vehicle. Like I currently don't have a spare tire, so I worry about that. I've certainly changed tires on cars. I've never changed a tire, and I don't even know if there's a jack or anything in this car. So that's just like poor planning on my part, but I do worry once in a while that I would get a flat tire. Or like something mechanical will happen to the car that's outside of my budget to be able to fix. I worry about Ruby's health. I think the live I did a couple weeks ago is evidence of that. I mean, that really shook me up. I was worried that something would happen to her. So I do fear loss of my loved ones. And then I fear getting into a situation that, you know, like a mechanical situation with the van that I wouldn't necessarily be able to, you know, afford a hotel for a week or whatever, and the repairs to the van. So, but that's some of that stuff. I mean, fear of loss of loved ones. I've been through that. I lost my son at 4 weeks, my first son. I've lost, I had a dog that I was extremely close with that got hit by a car. I just recently lost my mom. I've been through it, and I just have to remember that I'm strong enough and that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. And if that's, you know, the turn of events that my life will take, then so be it. But I have to check myself, because that's probably my biggest fear, is like losing loved ones. And then in terms of like mechanical stuff with the van, that's just preparation. So that's where I need to show up for myself more and be prepared, and by having a savings, a repair savings, an emergencies savings. So I'm getting there. You know, it's a grind. You have to be able to have, you know, it's a mindset too, because savings takes practice, and you could start with just such a little bit. So yeah, but I tend not to like dwell in the arena of worry and fear if I can help it. And when I start to go there, I just stop. I'll put on some music that kind of comforts my soul and my spirit, and you know, brings me back to my faith, and just knowing that, you know, everything will be okay in the end. It always is. So yeah, that's kind of how I handle that. I think I missed a super chat. A couple super chats. Let's see. Yeah, that fear though. Neat, and thank you so much for the super chat. It says, cheers to me and Ruby, and your first super chat on a live stream. I'm honored. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Tony, thank you so much. It says you figured out what a super chat is. Aw. And stay safe, Rowan. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. That's awesome. Thank you, Tony. I'm honored that your first super chat is on this live stream. I don't have AAA. I mean, I've had it in the past. I've almost always had it. I do a lot of travel, do a lot of road travel. I always have my whole life. And yeah, I usually do have AAA, but I don't right now. Lyft offers roadside assistance. So I did actually need a tow in my Corolla about 1.5 years ago, and you can I signed up. I didn't have AAA, and I didn't actually have, like, I think I had like $50. I was like door dashing, like this in the compilation video. It was the time where I took door dashing on the road in the Corolla, and I was like, I mean, I think at one point I had gotten up to $400 or $500, but then it goes towards bills, and that's kind of how I was living. So the car wasn't starting, and so I had to get it towed to a mechanic. Thankfully, it turned out it was like a weird thing with the key, and so I had to pay the mechanic, I think $80, and I had that, which was amazing. But the tow, in order to get the car towed, I didn't have AAA, and so what I did was I signed up for Lyft, and they offer roadside assistance, and so they were able to come tow the car for free as part of their, and so it was like $10 for the Lyft. It was part of their, like, I don't know, it was, I don't know what it was, but I found it through my phone and paid $10 for Lyft, and I was able to get that covered. So that, yeah, let's see. Those fears are right up your alley. Tarahan, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, yep, so those fears, fear of, yep, loss of loved one, and you just, I mean, it's like, yeah. How do I get mail? I just opened a P.O. box, and it's like so there's different kinds of mail. Amazon, you can use different Amazon stations. They have drop boxes and pickup points. If you go to Amazon, it'll say find like a drop-off location near you, and so different stores and things like that will have pickup boxes. And then there's P.O. boxes, but like the one in Vermont that I had, it's just P.O. box. But the P.O. box I have now, I think I'll keep it open, I think, because it has a mail forwarding service. And I can also use it as a street address. It's like, what is the store? Like a UPS store. It's not a USPS, it's not a post office, but it's a UPS store. And so because it has it has a street address, and so, you know, for things that ask for your street address, I can use that. And they also, because I plan to leave the area in 3 to 4 weeks, then but I'll keep it open because I think they'll be able to forward my mail to me. So it'll take some time, and it probably costs to forward it. And then I'd have to be somewhere long enough to receive the mail. So that's the other piece. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. So that's kind of how, how I receive mail. Let's see. I think I'm all caught up with the super chat, so I'm going to scroll down to the end and check in for questions. Do I have the P.O. box info? Yeah, it was a post, and I realized maybe it's on my page on my channel, but it's get a pen and paper if you want. So let's see. The P.O. box is 2661 North Pearl Street, and it's PMB, or number 251, and it's in Tacoma, Washington, and I think it's 98407. So yeah, so it'll be in there, but and I'll try to put it in the description, like where all the links are. I'll add it. I might have already done that, but in case I haven't, yeah. What is a good measurement for a bed in a van? Well, I mean, I think that's up to the person that's wanting to stay in the bed. So I'm pretty tall. So I'm taller than this is wide. The first van build that I did was like exactly the width that I was tall. Actually, it was a little more, but then I put insulation and I put walls. This one, because it was designed not as a work cargo van, but it was designed to carry people, it kind of has like this insulation and fuzzy stuff on it already, so I didn't add anything to the walls. But I sleep diagonally on this bed. My mattress is 70 by 40, and I think, or 48. I think it's, yes, 48. I think it's 70 by 48. And I just looked, this is how I did it. So figure out the dimensions of the bed that you want, which direction you want to sleep. I like sleeping, being able to sleep this way because it opens up a lot more room this way. But I know that sometimes people sleep the long way. So figure out like the direction that you want to sleep, and then what size you want the mattress to be. I wanted it to be a little bit wider, not only for Ruby, but because I knew I'd have to sleep diagonal a little bit. And then once I figured out the dimensions, I just looked on Amazon and I put in, you know, RV mattresses. Sometimes RV mattresses have more options, and you might not find like the exact one you want, but if you go into it and scroll through, they'll have different options. Like they'll, you know, they'll be like, oh, there's 72 by 36 or 70 by 48, or yeah. So just get as close as possible, and then like I've stuffed it in. I've stuffed it a little to make it work. So yeah. Carla says, does that mean I have to go to Washington to get my mail? No, so it's a mail forwarding. So whereas through a post office, you have to go, or somebody else has to go to the post office and pick it up for you. A mail forwarding, I can contact them and ask them to transport the mail to me, like mail it. Hey, Reese. Yeah. So I love that you guys like say hi to each other. I love it. What star sign am I? I'm a Taurus. I was gonna see if you could guess, but yeah. It's not listed? Okay, I'll make sure I list it, Kelly Sam. I'll make sure, thank you. I'll make sure I go back and list it. Will I ever get a van I can stand up in? I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I think if I was to do that, I might want to get like a shuttle bus or a mini school bus. But I'm not sure. I think for me, the next step is a tiny home. And like, I like this. It is, you know, it is hard on my back sometimes because it's a lot of bending over. I mean, especially with the, the hat, but, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this size van. So I don't think, I mean, maybe, I'm pretty happy with this van though. I'd like to have this van for a good 3 years or so. And, I just recently feel like I've gotten it to a point where, well, I want to actually make another curtain. I got fabric and I got more hooks. So see how it's like, there's a little space on either side. I want to have I added 2 curtains over here, and I want to do the same. I want to add another curtain. Yeah, so, but yeah, I feel like I just recently got this van to a place where it's really functional, and I'm probably gonna stick with this van as long as it sticks with me for a good 3 years, and then hopefully at that point be able to get into you know, like a tiny home and so on some land, and yeah. You're a Taurus too? What food do I feed Ruby? So she just recently had that thing with her stomach, and so so it's Hill's Science Diet, I think it is. The Hill's Science Diet. Yeah. So that's what it's really agreeing with her. But I don't know that I'm going to keep getting it. It was pretty expensive. So I might try to find something comparable, or maybe mix it with something else. I was actually going to go back and look at your guys' comments. Her stomach's been really good. So I feel good about that, but I don't want to be like, you know, I'm trying to find like a middle ground, like getting her very high quality food, but also not like I mean, that stuff's expensive. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy to take suggestions. Yeah. That's what you feed your dog? Yeah. Please get a spare. I know. I should. I don't know where I would put it, but yes, I should. There might be room under the bed for it. Yeah, be careful if on the road over the 4th, too many partiers driving. Yeah. You fed her IAMs, unknown? Okay, yeah, I was in the store the other day. I think I was in Walmart, and I was looking around at their like fancier food, and I was, I know IAMs, I used to hear really good things about it, so yeah. Free to BT, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And it's your first super chat on a live stream. I'm honored. And it says, just remember 99% of the stuff we worry about doesn't happen. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then stuff happens that we don't even consider. I mean, usually that's the stuff that just comes out of nowhere, right? Like that's usually why it happens, because we're not expecting it. So it's like, what good is the worry, really? Yeah. Oh, Lynn, is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Lynn. Have a good one. Stay tuned. The Aldi dog food similar to Science Diet? Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I'll check that out. What's the brand name? Like, what's the name of it? Yeah, maybe on the back door for a tire. That would be good. The mounts for the back door. Yeah, yeah. Blue Buffalo, they had that one too. And the pink bag is chicken and rice. Okay, yeah. You've been unpacking, praying steadfastly, and you're all done now? Well, congratulations on getting done. Yeah. Some people mount them underneath too, but if you're going in the backcountry, you probably want to maintain clearance. Yeah, I like having this has a little bit more clearance than like the Corolla did, so that's kind of nice. Yeah. Have a good one, Natalie. Hey, Olive Tom. I'm glad you could make it. She was a little overweight, but she lived pretty long. Yeah. You're thinking about moving the spare from under the van. Would you put it on the back door? Yeah. A number of full-time RVers are a bit concerned about the new court ruling regarding homeless, houseless. Does that concern you, especially for overnight parking options? Well, it doesn't, because I don't know. It doesn't cause me concern because I don't know what it is. So, I mean, it could affect me, but I don't really keep up with the news for this reason right here, because, I don't know. I just think that sometimes there's a lot of stuff that has the potential to add fear, to scare us. So I certainly want to stay aware. I do have a couple people that will send me stuff if it seems like, it's important and relevant, that I, to be aware of, but I don't really follow the news. So you brought that up, so now I might look into that and see, but yeah, so far, yeah, and I don't consider myself homeless. It's, I'm houseless, but I have a house. Yeah, so, no, I don't know what that is about, and, I certainly have had I've had a lot of, like, I've only gotten the knock a couple times, and it's always like, oh, we're just checking on you. Like, it's people, the police or security people just checking. They knew somebody was in here and they were just checking. So yeah, I'm not, other than that, like, it's always been fine. It is good. Going into a state, I'll look up the laws. Like, if it's, what the laws are around sleeping overnight in your vehicle. Like I do look those up, and there are a couple states where it's you know, it's frowned upon. And we'll pass quickly through those states. But yeah, I don't worry about it for the most part. Yeah, I do have a house. I have a tiny house. Wait, what did you say? A cottage, a mobile cottage. I like that. Peace be still. Hi, Rowan. Dabney has been trying to tell you. I got a super chat. Oh, Fields of Gold, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you so much, Fields of Gold. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I missed your super chat. Fields of Gold, if you left a comment with it, I'll keep an eye out for your comment, and I will, so I can read it. Oh yeah, a few political comments, yeah. Yeah. Myra, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, Fields of Gold, if it comes back, if you can if you had something that you said in it, I'd like to read that. So if you add it, I'll keep an eye out. The surprise, Olive Tom, was some strawberry shortcake. I'm having another bite, actually. It was really good. And I made a short. And I posted a short about it. Yeah, I have a tiny house on wheels. Yeah. I want to make sure I didn't miss Fields of Gold if the comment is here. Am I on Pinterest? I have a Pinterest. I found it hard to kind of navigate, so I don't spend a lot of time on there. It's amazing. This is another thing. Let me just say this. I don't consider myself to be particularly technologically savvy. So the fact that I'm able to interact with you guys, and as many of you as are here and have this channel, is especially outstanding, because like Pinterest, I can't figure it out. There's a lot of things where I can't figure out. I'm one of those people that sometimes like the watch will stop working, or like the computer will start glitching. Like I remember when I used to coach for the school district, and somebody would have like a question about their computer, and I would come over, or like lesson planning or something, and I'd walk over to the computer and their computer would stop working. So I'm like one of those people. But yeah, so the fact that this is amazing. But yeah, Pinterest, no, not so much. I love Pinterest. Like when I've seen stuff from Pinterest, it's really cool. And I think you can like pin stuff on your own board, but I'm such a hands-on person. I'd rather do like a scrapbook or something. Sandra Davis, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And Preston Wesley, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, you guys. You have a hard time with Instagram? Yeah. Your dog had stomach issues and you bought grain-free food and he hasn't had any trouble since. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah. You wish you had some coffee? Oh, some strawberry shortcake with your coffee? Yeah. I'm doing good, Dion. Oh, good. Yeah. Thanks, Dee. Visit Plant City, Florida. Go to the Strawberry Festival. I heard about that last year and I didn't get to it, but yeah, I would love to go. Maybe this year. Anne Murray, the Judds, and other performers. Nice. Yeah, yay for the super chats. Yeah, thanks. LR says I'm doing great and you'd admire my lifestyle and initiative in making things work out. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just like, oh, speaking of, I'm coming up with a 50,000 subscriber sticker. So I'd like to offer it to all my Patreons for free. And I'd like to offer it to everybody that I can. But I think the way that would be easiest is through the merch link for YouTube. There's a merch link. So I think it could be overwhelming, like mailing them out. So Patreon is a smaller community, and so once I get those, I'll figure that out on Patreon with you guys to get you a sticker to celebrate 50,000. But for everybody that's on YouTube, I'm going to put it in the merch store and then do it the lowest cost. I don't know if free is an option. If that's like maybe you just pay for shipping, then I'll certainly do that. And they might charge a little bit just for making it. Whatever it is, I'll do the like lowest price I can do it. And so that 50,000 sticker will be available for as cheap as possible once I get that going. I got some stuff. I'm excited. This reminded me because there's like software programs to design like logos and stuff like that, but I just ordered these. This is what I'm gonna use for my sticker. I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna draw it and like screenshot it and do it that way. So yeah. And I'll probably just draw the strawberry. I don't know. Tara Han, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, I'm doing an amazing job here navigating this live stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I did. I love groups. That stuff. It's just the technology piece. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Vintage elevator music. I love your name. Hello from Canada. My place looks super cozy and homey. It's inspiring. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's finally getting to a place where it feels like, you know, this is it's a good, comfy, I have the right amount of stuff. I have what I need, like the water thing, like, I don't have to move the water thing up and down. I have a large enough gray water tank where I don't have to like dump that like every other day. Yeah, it's functioning. It's pretty well. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, where I went live accidentally. That was funny. Eve says, does my son share interest in doing van life as well? Yeah, he's thought about it. Yeah, he's definitely thought about it. He's proud of me. So, and this, you know, I think, yeah, it's not what he currently wants to do, but who knows? Your son is 6 and his name is Rowan. Well, shout out to your son, Rowan, Anna. Hi, Rowan, if you're watching. Hi. Oh, I'm not going to say my son's name. Sam 2.0. Yeah, I just would rather not. Do you guys have any more van life questions or questions about my channel? Anything like that? You want to check in and see the rubes? Or hi guys, I see a couple new people coming in here, joining. Planning with Nanny says, do I find cold food prep storage is one of the biggest challenges and hassles? Yes. Do I have to go to the grocery store daily? If I want fresh food, kind of, yeah. So the Yeti cooler is great with the ice. It's just it's a lot of maintenance, and I'm still trying to figure it out, because what I've been doing is putting the bag of ice in it, and as it melts, then I have to empty that water out. And so that means dragging it outside somewhere where I can just pour out that water. So I think it'd be good to get the ice and then put it in big Tupperware containers or Ziploc bags. I'm just still fine tuning that. And sometimes, to be honest, it's easier to go to the grocery store every day or not eat things that are extremely perishable. So I'm still working that out. I'm not opposed to getting a refrigerator, but I really like my cooler because it works really well as like a table in between the two seats in the front. And I don't mind it just being a storage box. And then when I'm needing it to keep stuff cool, I'll do that, but just not necessarily always having ice in it. But that is one area that I'm still trying to figure out my rhythm with it. I've noticed as the weather gets hotter, it's a little bit more of a challenge to keep it How do I find overnight spots? Well, there's certain establishments that you can park at overnight, and also depending on what part of the country. So, and then there is always national forest. So generally, it depends on where I am. I mean, if I'm in a city, I can street park. I can park on the street, and you can just look around, and you want to make sure that, you know, there's no sign saying no overnight parking or, you know, 2-hour parking or anything like that. But generally in a city, there are areas, residential areas or apartment buildings or, you know, hotels. Sometimes you can stay in hotels. And then in more rural areas, there's like BLM land, national forest, things like that. So I just kind of like think about where I want to be and then start thinking about where I want to be at night. It's a lot though. It's all because it's like a constant thing to be thinking about. The rooster is right there. She had her hamburger. This was her treat. She was sleeping, but not too deeply. You want your hamburger, Rubes? She's kind of snoozing. She was all curled up right behind me. She's always like ready to like jump to alert. Let's see. I see somebody, scrapbook. She's trying. Ask again. Yeah. Is there a question that I missed? I'm trying to get to all the questions that I see, but she is feeling better. Ruby's definitely feeling better. You're sitting in the car watching the live? Excellent. Have I tried paddleboarding? I haven't. I've tried, I love kayaking. I know paddleboarding, I think it's a little more portable, like the paddleboard, but I like being in a kayak and I like sitting, not standing, but I haven't tried it, so maybe I should try it. Yeah. You can buy fireworks and let them off. It's Territory Day. And is it my, no, it's this is a celebration for 50,000 subscribers. How often do I move locations for sleeping? Well, like per one night, hopefully not at all, but like every day I try to park somewhere new, and the longest I'll stay is like 2 to 3 nights, and that's like if I find a really good camping spot out in the woods or something like that. So yeah. How do I keep the van cool with a dog? Well, right now I have the running with the AC on, so that's using up gas, but I'm parked in the shade as well. It's a little hotter than it normally is. But I can also, it's not too warm outside. And so I think, you know, if I'm in the sun and it's coming through the windows, it gets hot in here, and I could cool it down by opening up the back and opening up the side doors, but I don't want to do that in a more urban area. I would maybe if I was out in the woods or at a campground. So it's just kind of being strategic about where I am. If I was out in the woods somewhere, I would just open up the doors and it would keep it cool. But I have, I also have fans. There's 2 of them, and they're, let's see, there's one and there's one on the other side, and they're just rechargeable fans, so that helps too. So it's just different options. Good night, Beely. Have a wonderful evening as well. Just an idea with fresh food to save energy and buying ice. Lulu's Way has a little freezer and freezer ice packs, and then switches them out. I think she said every 12 hours. Okay, I'll check that out. I follow her channel, so yeah, I'll check out that video and see. She has a little freezer and freezes ice packs, then switches them out. Okay. I mean, even every 12 hours just feels like more, but it depends. It depends what I'm eating. I recently got this really amazing, I'm so excited to try this out. Look. I got this. It's a dry rub. I love dry rub on chicken on a campfire. So I was thinking, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have to get some ice and get some chicken, and yeah, because I want to cook some chicken on a campfire. I want to try out this I'm so excited about this. It was $10. I was like, what am I doing? This is a lot of dry rub, but I'm so excited to make some chicken over a campfire. So yeah, so that might be a good thing to check out. Your dog listens to the videos because of Ruby's toys. That's cool, Renee. Yeah. A good Sam Club for parking. Yeah, is that like Walmart? I've parked at Walmart just recently on that video, but are you allowed to? Good Sam Club? I don't have an Amazon wish list right now. Yeah, not right now. Canada Day. Okay, so Territory Day is Canada Day. Okay, well, have fun. Try not to start any fires with the fireworks. Oh, Harvest Host. Yeah, that's a good one too. Oh, so you have to be considered self-contained? I didn't know that. I've heard about Harvest Host, but I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know that because I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe I'll join Harvest Host, but I didn't know about that. Have a blessed night as well, Christy. Have I ever had any trouble with undesirables? Not really. Yeah, I was gonna put my ice in a Tupperware container. That's what I was thinking. So if it melted, I just have to like move it out. Like instead of like taking the whole cooler out and dumping it, I just have to pick up the container and move it. Yeah. Your dog Susie wants a hamburger squeaky toy now. That's cool. Yeah. I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom and make sure. Oh, what kind of wildlife have I run into? Anything exciting? I'm scrolling down to make sure I'm catching. Oh, that was the last question actually. Not really. I would love to see some. I would love to see a mountain lion from the car, from the van, like from driving, like in the front, not like, you know, like watch it walk by while I'm sleeping back there. No, like I want to be like driving and see it. But I would like to see a mountain lion, and I would love to see a bear. No, I've seen some foxes and coyotes and things like that, but yeah, no, that's about it. Is Ruby afraid of fireworks? She hasn't heard too many. I mean, she was born December 31st, so I'm sure she will be a little frightened. Here we go. Here she is. There's the Rubes. Yeah. What's the time? It is 5:44, I do believe. Around that. 5:44. Yeah. You had a bear run in front of you. It was amazing. I love bears. I really love bears. Yeah. Right. Hey, mountain lion. I would drive away. Air Bear says, good night, Rowan, Ruby, everyone here. Happy 4th. Yeah, have a great night. Yeah, I loved that parrot. I think it was called a monk's parrot. That thing was, yeah, a monk's parrot. The oven that I use for baking is, it's a Coleman, you can get it on Amazon. It's a Coleman stovetop oven. Yeah. Yeah, cottage on wheels. A mobile cottage. I love that too. Yeah. What is it? The thing like cottage core or something? But yeah, I'm definitely going for a little bit of a cottage thing. Asking for scrapbook 1978. What do I like most about van life? It's a toss-up. There's two things. I love that I don't have to pay rent every month, so that's really nice. It feels like financially freeing. You know, the bills are really like, that's just so nice not to have to rent, mortgage, all that stuff. Housing can be a really huge bill, and I don't have that. This van is paid for, and I pay car insurance every month, and there's like maintenance and stuff that has to be done, but it's nowhere near, between the car insurance and the maintenance, it's nowhere near the amount of rent that I was paying. So that's a toss-up between that and then the freedom and the ability to travel, and to be able to park in amazing campgrounds and forests and things like that, the ocean, just being able to explore and see beautiful areas and just be outside. Those are probably my two favorite things about van life. There's been a few bears in your neighborhood, Carla. Where do you live? River Rain says, after this live, what's my plan for the rest of the day, hour by hour? That's so detailed. Hour by hour. Are you sure you don't want the minute by minute? After this live, I'm not sure. I haven't thought that far ahead. So I'll probably have to clean up some of the like strawberries and whipped cream and stuff. And yeah. You don't see my strawberry shortcake pillow anymore, or the stuffed strawberries. I have the stuffed strawberries. They're over here. They're near Ruby. I still have these. I do have the outside of the pillowcase, but the zipper broke. So I have to fix that. It bothered me that I couldn't zip it. So I do have it, but it needs a little bit of repair. So yeah. Chincoteague, Virginia. Yeah, Chincoteague's gorgeous. Isn't that where the island with the wild horses? Is that the wild horses, right? Bobcats, yeah. You're most scared of rattlesnakes. Yeah, those are scary. I understand that. Skippity Wyatt, I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about a bear unless it was like a grizzly or a polar bear. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'm not. I have no desire to see a polar bear. Maybe from an airplane. Yeah, wild horses. Yeah. Yeah, hi, Lady Mary Art. I think I'll probably get off the live in about 15 minutes. I think that'll bring it to like about a 2-hour live. So, yeah, so if you guys have more questions that you want about my life, I'm hoping that I'm getting to most of them. I know I might have skipped a few. There was the scrapbook art, but I think I got to that one. Yeah. Is it rude to ask what age I am? No, I mean, I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, just because you ask doesn't mean I have to answer. But I will. Any questions? I mean, I'm happy to do my best to answer, but I certainly, so feel free to ask. But no, I am 48. What's my favorite place thus far? Ooh, that's hard to narrow it down. There's so many beautiful places. I love the Pacific Northwest. I really do. I loved the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Lake Superior, I believe it is. It looked stunning. Like so raw. The land, the water, everything. It just looked, I mean, and I like the beach in Florida was nice. And Sedona, I don't know. It's hard to pick just one. Yeah. Yeah, Brandy, I just answered that. Yeah. Yep. 42. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Yeah. Yep. Yes, I'm 38. I should have said I'm 35. Yeah, there we go. I could say, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have a big hang up on my age. I'm older than a lot of people think I am, but I don't really have a big hang up on it. I could pretend that I was younger and probably get away with it. Yeah, I know. So, sorry to anybody who thinks I'm younger than or something. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Lake Huron. I don't know that I've ever been to Lake Huron. I'd like to go there. Montana is beautiful. Yes. I've never been to Glacier, so I'm thinking it might be fun to do that. You're only as old as you feel. Exactly. Yeah. I think I do everything slowly, so it's like the clock says one thing, but like I think I just do everything slowly, so I think that includes getting older. Yeah, Skippity Wyatt, yep. You thought I was 80? Oh, thank you. That's such a compliment, knowing like the wisdom of an 80-year-old. I can't wait. I hope I make it to be 80, and I hope that I'm still able to live the life that I want to live and adventure and travel if I want to. I really hope so. Have I thought of putting solar panels on the roof of my van? Yes, I have. I still have my solar panel from my Honda, so I'm thinking I might put it on there, but I'm not sure. You live on Lake Huron? Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, Yellowstone. Yes, I did go through Yellowstone. I'd like to go back and explore some more. Yeah, there's parts of Yellowstone that are beautiful, but I'd like to explore a little bit more. And I think there's lots of bears there. I did see some bison. That was really cool. You thought you're around your age. You grew up with Strawberry Shortcake too. Yeah, I think I was super young when I saw Strawberry Shortcake, and we didn't really have a TV. So I think I was at a friend's house when I saw Strawberry Shortcake, and she just took my heart. Yeah. Yeah, I would think I was like, I don't remember, maybe, I think I was 28 when I had my son. And I was like 25 when I had my first son, I think. Thank you, Kwitoski T. Happy birthday and many more. Yeah, and so it's not my birthday, but I'll take it. And yeah, this is a celebration of 50,000 subscribers. Would I ever consider living on a boat? Absolutely. I think that'd be fun. And just recently I was thinking about that. I was like, ooh, what if I have a tiny home, a van, and a boat? That would be really cool. But first of all, I don't know if I could afford that. But hey, I mean, goals, right? And then I know it's the docking a boat, like maybe instead of a tiny home on land, but I think I'd like to have a garden. So yeah. I should reach out to ZZ Desire. She's a van lifer and could use positive vibes. Okay. Sending positive vibes to, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. ZZ Desire. Glacier National Park is the most beautiful place you've ever been to. Okay. Good night, Joycey. Thanks for coming on and saying hi. Yeah. Oh, Marla. Rowan, Marla says that I'm grace epitomized. I handle comments and questions so beautifully. Thank you. Well, how about, well, yeah. Thank you. Except when I do my ugly, yeah. Anyway, what I don't do gracefully is accept compliments. I get embarrassed, but thank you. I will gracefully accept the compliment. Thank you. All three, right? That'd be so fun. I was thinking it'd be cool to have land like somewhere where I could have a boat. I don't know. That would be neat. Doesn't hurt to dream. No, you're right. It doesn't. Acadia is beautiful. I've been to Acadia and it is beautiful. Yes, Carla, you're right. Acadia is gorgeous. I'd love to go to Prince Edward Island. I think Anne of Green Gables was from there. Oh, the 80? I know. Oh, no one. I was joking too. I mean, not really, but like, I think my initial response was a joke where I was like, thank you, because I knew you were joking. But I'm serious about the wisdom of an 80-year-old. Imagine that. Like, I think we say this a lot. Like, if I only knew then what I know now. And so imagine if God willing, if I get to the age of 80, and whatever I know at the age of 80, if I had that wisdom and insight now at this age, imagine, like, but then again, the joys in the process of the learning. So I don't know that I would want to switch it out. Nova Scotia, nice. You had to trap a bobcat. He went to school leaders. You had to trap a bobcat. He went to, I don't know what the school. How did that go? Trapping a bobcat. They're pretty fierce, I think. Your birthday's July 2nd. You'll be 75 years old. Happy birthday, Irma. That's coming up. Congratulations. That's beautiful. 129 Diggs Drive says, hi, Rowan. I used to live in Brunswick, Maine. Only about 5 hours to Prince Edward Island. Totally worth the trip. Go, go, go. Thank you for the encouragement. I'd love to go there. Yeah, Prince Edward Island. It's in Canada, I think. And I think I'd have to take a boat to get there, I think. Do I have a favorite book? That's a hard one. That would be like a whole nother live. You love Anne of Green Gables? Oh, that's cool, Marla. Yeah. I could say I'm 80 so that people would be like, oh, yeah, actually, you guys, I'm not really 48, okay? So I tell everybody that, but I'm actually 35. I just like for people to say like, oh, you look good for your age. So I'm really 35, but yeah, just kidding. Right. See, I'm looking for this. Fields of Gold says 48. Yeah, I look like I'm in my 20s. I'm just fishing for those compliments, you know. I'm practicing receiving compliments. I'm just joking. Totally joking. I am 48. Wait. Carol, hold on. You said you had the best strawberry shortcake ever on Prince Edward Island. That seals it. That seals it. I gotta go. Yeah. Where? Was it at like a friend's house? Did you make it? Or was there a restaurant I should know about? Do you want to do a live on books? That'd be fun. Yeah. Or like a book group. That would be fun. Like a book club or something. I always wanted to do one of those, but then I was like thinking I would feel so guilty if I wasn't able to keep up with like the book. Like I just was like, I read probably more slowly than like I just take my time with stuff. So I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't keep up with the book. And then it's time to like talk about the book. And I'm like only a third of a way through. And I'd be like, you know, annoyed that people were talking about the ending, but really it was on me because I read more slowly. So book clubs kind of have stressed me out, but maybe we could do like a really slowly paced book club. Maybe? I got you laughing, Dion. Good. A meetup on Prince Edward Island. Yes. I should do some crazy meetups. Be like, we're meeting at like base camp of Mount Everest. And now we're gonna meet at the top of Mount Rainier, and our next meetup is gonna be the Azores. I don't know. Bye, Gina. You're heading to work. Take care. Thank you. Yeah, you take care as well. From the top of Australia. Yeah. You don't even read books, so that would be good. Okay, cool. So yeah, so it could be like really slowly paced, and yeah, I think all would be welcome, even if people don't read. That's fine too. Like, it's a cycle, laugh, snort, then laugh because you snort. I know it's a horrible one. It's like, it happens sometimes. And especially like when my nose and my glasses, it's like pinches my nose. And so it's so embarrassing when that happens. Dry ice might work well. Yeah. Dry ice. There are 5 mountains you can see from Google Earth. Just move to one. When you're done, drive to the other. Yeah. Just drive to the top. Maybe I could fly. You think I should, yeah, 35 years old, maybe younger? I'll just start, yeah, I'll just be like, I'm 35. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know. Yeah, age. It's such an interesting concept. Thank you, Todd. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. It says, you always love my videos. You're an inspiration for a positive mindset. Thank you for that. And then you have a question that says, what are my favorite van build feature and the worst? About this van, let's see. My favorite feature, I like, is it okay to say the kitchen? That's kind of a big area. Is it okay to say the kitchen? My sink. Actually, I'm gonna narrow it down. My sink. My whole sink water setup is really, that's my favorite. And then, and the worst, probably my cooler at this point. In this hot weather. No, that's not true. I like the cooler. The flooring. I've never done the floor. And so I got this rug. It's a washable rug. But I haven't washed it yet. So it needs a wash. I can sweep it out and I can spot clean it, but I think it would really benefit from like a wash in the washing machine. But in order to do that, I have to like pull it out from under the kitchen. I have to pull it out from under the bed. And so I really think that it would be nice to do some wood floors at some point. But in order to do wood floors, I'll have to take everything out of the van. And so that means like unscrewing some of the kitchen stuff and just, I could do it, but I'd probably have to get a campground for like 2 or 3 days. I'd have to pre-get all the wood floor and the stuff to put underneath it. And then I'd also have to get the tools and make sure that like they were charged up, or I was able to keep them charged up. So yeah, the floor is my least favorite feature at this. Is it ruggable? No, I don't know. It's from Walmart. It's a washable rug from Walmart. Yeah. Would I be averse to solar panels? And then you can get a Bluetti and well, I have a power station and I do have a solar panel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I want a fridge, because I'm worried that I'd always be like running down my power station trying to keep the fridge. I like the cooler. It's just, I think I need to figure out some other thing to keep my ice in, so that when it melts, I can just take it out and pour it out. Right now, I've just been letting it melt, and then I pour out like I have to pull out the whole cooler and everything and then dump that out. I think if I had a Tupperware thing or something, Ziplocs that I could put the ice in, as it melted, I would just remove them or pour them out or something. I have a Yeti. Yeah, that's what I have. My Yeti cooler. I love it, and it fits really well in the space. Like, it's a perfect fit for space. So yeah, the Dometic fridge uses very little. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, is that it's hard to try them out. Like it's like it's hard to try them out. Maybe like at the RTR or at a meetup where other people, I can see how that works for somebody. But I don't know if I could try one out for a month or something. Yeah, so yeah. You can run your fridge for 3 days on your power station. It's nice having a, yeah. I mean, I'll check it out. Yeah. Maybe dry ice. I know a couple people have said that, so yeah. What about a smaller, like a chest? Yeah. Yeah. It's an area that's not quite like finished yet, so. Sharon, I scrolled back and it says, love your videos. You're new to the channel. Welcome, Sharon. Welcome to the channel. And could I please share how I started living in my vehicle? So I have a compilation video actually that I just did that goes into that. But how I started was that I was trying to figure out a way to save money, and that's by reducing bills, because I was like, that's the first step, is to really reduce the bills. And my biggest bill was rent. And so that's when that's what got me considering it. And then I got a van and did a van conversion, and it's a whole series. It's kind of outlined in that video. Yeah. Kimberly says, Lulu Bells asked how I deal with Ruby going potty at night. Do I get scared? So she sleeps through the night. I'll take her out at like 8:30, and then not again till like 7:30. Sometimes I have to go to the bathroom before she does. So it's pretty rare, except when her stomach was upset. She was going like 3 or 4 times at night. And yeah, it wasn't so much scary as it was like, okay, I'm not being stealth right now. Like, people are seeing me. If anybody's like keeping an eye or like walking by even, they'll see me getting out of the van. And so it's extra important that I move early in the morning and I don't stay in the same place, you know, night to night, because somebody's going to know who I am. They're going to see me getting out. They're going to know, okay, that's my dog. And they're going to know that I sleep in my car. So during that time, it was kind of exhausting, because not only was I not sleeping well, because I also was like really wanting to bounce around a lot. And like a lot, like I would drive like 2 hours and stay somewhere else to do it. Like, just because I was in and out of the car so much. But most of the time she sleeps through the night. So yeah. Yeah, so it's not too much of an issue normally. You liked the compilation video? That's cool. I'm glad. Yeah, I had fun putting it together. Ruby is an excellent dog. Yeah. Yeah, you're young at heart too, Fields of Gold. It's I hope to always be young at heart, you know, and I've always gotten that my whole life. People thought I've been younger. So even when I was 18, people thought I was like 12. And then when I was like 30, people thought I was like 17. So yeah. Rose says, hi from Eastern Washington. Love the videos, and Ruby's such a doll. She is. Would I ever consider hiking the Appalachian Trail? Absolutely. That used to be on my bucket list, was the Appalachian Trail. I wanted to do the Boston Marathon. I wanted to do the Appalachian Trail. There's probably some others. I think hike up Mount Rainier. I don't know what the others, but that was definitely one of them. I don't know that I ever want to do I think it's really crowded now. Like that was in the 90s when I wanted to do that. I think it's gotten really crowded. So I don't know that I want to do that whole thing, but I think doing portions of it would be nice. And the Pacific Crest Trail, I would love to do that as well. How do I manage healthcare, medical care on the road? Well, so once a year, I renew it. So I had it and I just recently, that's a tricky one because I think now I'm not going to keep renewing it. Even though I could use technically my mailbox that forwards, that as a street address. But what I've done, knock on wood, I'm still figuring that out. So I'll have to figure that out. Fortunately, I have like coverage for like 10 more months, and I have a Washington Street address, so I have coverage that way. But what I do is I pay out of pocket to do certain things. And I also try my best to, like, you can pay out of pocket to get your blood screenings if you call, and if you know, like I do them every year, so I know what they're called, the different screenings, and if they're way off, then that's a sign of something being off. Blood pressure, cholesterol, they'll do all that stuff. So, and you can pay, and I think all of those tests all together is like $150. So I did just recently get a mammogram that was fine, and I did that through my insurance. So I don't know how much that would be out of pocket. And I just try to stay as healthy as possible. Yeah, so that's another area that's, working on that. Have a good night, Carla. Yeah, I think I'm going to get off the live pretty soon, you guys. Go check out, go on Amazon and check out the Rise kit. Okay, yeah. The bobcat. It took you 3 weeks to trap him, a full-grown 5-year-old male, all done legally. Wait, why were you trying to trap the bobcat? I'm curious. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks, Kathy. Kathy says thanks to all the moderators. Great job. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, thanks to all the moderators. I agree. Thank you. A cookbook. I would love to do a cookbook. Marianne says, just like you, I dream of a tiny house and land for retirement. You've emailed the county, and the smallest house size, 360 square feet and not on wheels. Love to be surrounded by trees and mountains. Oh, that's cool to know. Yeah, so it's in your county, you can have the smallest, you can have a permitted house is 360 square feet, and it can't be on wheels. And so it probably needs to also be hooked up to sewage, I'm imagining. And sometimes they're more flexible with electric these days because of solar, but usually the plumbing is not as flexible. But that's cool. Yeah. That you emailed. Well, I hope that dream comes true for you, Marianne. Yeah. Hi, Santa Cruz, California, Hound Dog Rose. You love the channel? You're in Santa Cruz? Santa Cruz is fun. I've been through there quite a few times. Speaking of, actually, one time I was traveling cross country and I ended up with a really bad sore throat, and Santa Cruz offered a free doctor's appointment, and I ended up, turns out I had strep throat, and so that's one of those things that you don't want to play around with. So in Santa Cruz, there was like this whole area that had like free medical and like a doctor's, like, and I just said I was traveling. I have state health insurance and it doesn't cover me out of state. And they said, well, come on here, we'll help you out. They gave me free antibiotics, and they also were like, and now we're going to serve dinner over here if you want to join us for dinner. And it was like a whole block that was like of services. It was kind of nice, actually. Santa Cruz, I was like, that's very progressive, Santa Cruz. They do, Katrina. I know, I feel so loved. Thank you. Yeah. Dabney, thank you. Dabney says make sure to hit the like button before leaving. Yeah. That is, yeah, it's just Rowan's Berry Patch at Gmail. Yeah. Have a good night too. Peace be still. Yeah. Yeah, moving around a lot. Natasha Moore Butterfly Ruby is snoozing over here. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get going pretty soon too. There she is. Ooh, my hat. It's getting caught on the ceiling. Let's see, maybe this. Yeah, there's the Rubsters. All tuckered out. So she got a treat. She didn't get strawberry shortcake, but she's got a hamburger. Now this looks good. Now I think a hamburger would be good. She was enjoying that. Yeah. There she is. A lot of people are saying hi to you, Rubes. Ruby Q. So, this has been really fun to hang out with you guys and celebrate. I'll probably leave my decorations up for a while, my homemade strawberry balloons. Yeah, she's sleeping. Yeah. This was your first live, Tammy? Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you were able to join. And I hope you have a good night as well. Yeah. The screen froze. Yeah, I think when I move it around, I think I actually need to get gas because I have it just running and the gas is getting low. So I do want to go because the phone was overheating when I didn't have the AC on. So thank you, Lady T's Times. Yeah, it says congratulations on 50,000 subscribers and a cookbook. I'm planning on right, Natasha Ruby's like, yeah, look at. Aw, that's cute. I just love her. So I am planning on doing the cookbook. Ruby is about 5.5 months. She was born December 31st of this last year. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks you guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. I'm gonna end the live so I can go get some gas, and I appreciate everybody coming on here and celebrating, woohoo, and sharing some strawberry shortcake with me and being part of this channel, being part of the 50,000 plus subscribers. It's absolutely amazing. I feel so blessed. I am extremely grateful for all of you guys. And I look forward to continuing to grow this channel and getting to know you guys more. And yeah, I will be doing Patreon meetups at some point in the not too distant future. And then if that goes well and I'm comfortable with that, I'd love to do some YouTube meetups. I mean, I don't know, not promising, but I know I enjoy our lives, and we'll see what unfolds. I really enjoyed this. Thanks to all the moderators. You guys rock. Thanks for keeping the chat, the comments, you know, awesome. And yeah, you guys are amazing. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. Whatever you're doing, stay cool or warm or whatever, weather the weather. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna try to get a video out for Ruby, a Ruby view on Tuesday. So I'll be working on that. So yeah, and then I'll have another video for you guys pretty soon after that. So be well, everybody, and thanks. And thank you for all the super chats, and yeah, just everybody have a good night. Bye.